Volkswagen owners really love their cars. And right now, we're offering some great deals to help spread the love around.
I'm okay.
Hey, what are you putting in over there?
DirecTV system.
Satellite, huh? I already got like 70 cable channels.
Well, this thing can get over 225 if you want them, all 100% digital quality.
It's on. It's on. It's unbelievable. I have a riding mower.
That's great, sir.
Now get free professional installation when you buy a DirecTV system and sign up for Total Choice programming.
Improved Ruffles Flavor Rush are completely covered with flavor. We've enlisted the vote counters of Broward County, Florida.
Completely covered with flavor.
Totally covered. Absolutely covered.
Completely covered.
Totally covered. Introducing Ruffles Flavor Rush Ultimate Cheddar and Salsa Potato Chips. More flavor than ever before in every chip and every bag. Absolutely covered.
Hey, how many have you eaten?
I lost count. See the flavor. Taste the rush.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of the Super Bowl. Volkswagen. On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers. And by Bud Light. For the great taste that won't fill you up and never lets you down, make it a Bud Light. Today's sports presentation of the NASDAQ.com halftime report is sponsored by NASDAQ.com, the information source for the serious investor.
Happy New Year, everybody, and welcome to our Fifth Avenue studios. Jim Nance on the NASDAQ.com halftime report. My teammates are here, Mike Ditkin, Randy Cross, and the best tip play in Baltimore football history since Super Bowl V when a pass intended for Eddie Hinton, well, deflected off his hands, barely touched by...
Done well, and he has outrushed Mike Anderson by a whole bunch so far this first half.
Yeah, Lewis with 67 yards and Anderson half that total, 34 yards for Anderson. Yesterday, the Miami Dolphins outlasted the Indianapolis Colts in an overtime thriller, 23-17. And earlier, we had a chance to speak with Dolphins head coach Dave Wannstedt, and I asked him if his team felt any sense of panic in the locker room at halftime when they were trailing the Colts by 14.
Well, it really wasn't any panic. In fact, it was kind of encouraging because, really, I mean, our defense played good the first half. I mean, we were down 14-0, but it could have been 24-0.
Hey, Dave, you know, Jay Fiedler really started slow. You know, he had a tough first quarter. And did you ever consider replacing him in the game at all?
Not seriously. Like, I mean, there were some discussions. I mean, when he was struggling earlier, you know, I'll be honest with you, myself and Chan Gailey and Mike Shula, we were just trying to figure the thing out, you know, because the throws and the calls that we were making, I mean, you know, we're not a big drop back and make 15 different reads and throw the ball. You know, a couple of the turnovers were so unlike Jay.
When you acquired Lamar Smith in the offseason, did you ever imagine that this could be a back you would rely on for 40 carries in a playoff game?
Well, he's that type of back, and, you know, we talked last time, you know, he was well rested, you know, from his stint in New Orleans. But, you know what, really, I mean, when he came down here last year, you know, he just wanted an opportunity to compete for the job.
And you gave him the game ball yesterday. During that victory speech, was there any fear that you might get interrupted again and be sent back out onto the field?
Yeah. No, that's, but there wasn't the last time either, so I guess you don't take anything for granted, but we felt good about that. It was a great team win. Our coaches did a great job, and the players hung together. Like you say, it's been a steady ship, and, you know, awful proud of that.
Dave, you got that big win out of the way. Now it's on to Oakland Saturday and the Raiders. Tell us about that matchup.
Well, Randy, you know, we played Oakland out there the last 3 years. You know, we played Seattle out there in a playoff game a year ago. You know that. You know, we went out to San Diego and played this year. So from a travel standpoint and a routine with our players as far as, you know, what time to get there and walkthroughs and meetings and when we eat and all that stuff, our guys are very confident that we have a good plan. Obviously, the difficult thing will be, you know, getting prepared for a very, very good football team. So, you know, we've dealt with the road travel before, and in fact have won, you know, 6 games on the road this year. So that won't be a factor. Blocking and tackling will be the difference.
Our thanks to Dave Wannstedt, and he sure is grateful to you, Mike, for keeping those legs rested for Lamar Smith a year ago down in New Orleans. We're going to have that Miami-Oakland divisional game for you right here on CBS. Our coverage begins at 3:30 Eastern Time with the NFL today. Then on Sunday, tune in at a special time, 11:30 Eastern. for the NFL Today, followed by the winner of the Denver-Baltimore contest against the top-seeded Tennessee Titans. Thanks for joining us on the NASDAQ.com Halftime Report. Second half is coming up next.
CBS Sports presentation of the NASDAQ.com Halftime Report is sponsored by NASDAQ.com, the information source for the serious investor. CBS Sports presentation of the NASDAQ.com Halftime Report is sponsored by NASDAQ.com, the information source for the serious investor.
Back in Baltimore, Wildcard weekend continues in the National Football League. We are at halftime at PSI Net Stadium. The Ravens with a 14-3 lead on the Denver Broncos, and Baltimore has relied on a rookie running back Jamal Lewis and a veteran Shannon Sharp with a long touchdown catch and run. And our coverage of the National Football League playoffs will continue after this word from your local station.
Congratulations to Ray Romano on his Golden Globe nomination. Don't miss Raymond, CBS Monday.
The rookie had a heck of a first half, Phil.
Not a bad first half, but you see Jamal Lewis running with some power. If you give a little opening to him, he can show you that speed, too.
Jamal Lewis had 19 carries for 67 yards and that touchdown in the first half.
I think the thing that
66-yard punt, no return. Brian Billick talking things over with his quarterback. His team leads.
CBS is sponsored by Southwest Airlines, proud sponsor of the NFL and official airline of the Super Bowl. Phillips, technology that's making life a little better all the time. And by Saturn, now with two distinctively different car lines. The L Series.
The clock with 9:41 to play in the third quarter. We remind you, Saturday, the drive to the Super Bowl continues here on CBS with the AFC Divisional Playoffs. After their overtime victory, the Miami Dolphins head to Oakland to take on the AFC West champion Raiders. Phil Arman and I will be there. We ask you to check your local listings, beginning with the NFL Today. Sit down, Arman.
You know, Greg, Brian Billick has this great reputation as an offensive hotshot, and we were talking to him about it, and we said, you know, do you like this grinded-out offense that you got? He goes, no, I hate it. He turned around and he pulled a book off his shelf, and it was a Newt Rockney on coaching book dated 1927. He said, if there's one thing in this book, it says, if you're going to be good on something, be good on offense, because if you're good on defense, you get down by 17, you got some problems.
Arman, thank one to play after that 37-yard punt. Baltimore leads 21-3.
Yes, is sponsored by Nike Shocks. Boeing, thoroughly experienced and explained on Nike.com. American Express. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, American Express helps you do more. And by Acura, introducing MDX, taking the SUV to a place it's never been before.
Phil, it's one of those where the players feel that the officials can't see them. Meanwhile, Rob Burnett and the Baltimore defense flexing a little muscle here today.
CBS is sponsored by IBM, taking e-business and your business to the next level. And by Staples. Staples has everything you need for your business at guaranteed low prices.
Stay tuned for a triumph in human spirit in the 2000 Sydney Paralympics. But first, we'll be sending you to our NFL on CBS studios for the Subway postgame show right after these messages.